It's okay. Off the mic. It's okay. She off the mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent situation of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace, we are asking for people to get together, we are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today.
Good morning, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live. Share the broadcasts. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them Mayegun is live.
Godfatherism, go see Lord of Mayegun diary. Nigeria ya mutu ya kare Sanji Masamato fi to madala Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra is going home. Ayalabago, Oduduwa is going home. Ganja we dey do gra gra. We are going home. Bye bye bye. Ganja we are going home. Dike, long time ago, yeah. One Nigeria, they fool me, child. I don't wake up, my mumu don't do. Oduduwa is going home. Naija, unity beggars, leave us alone. Biafra is my home. For real. Janja we na macha. We are going home. We are going home. Biafra is going home. Ayalabago, Oduduwa is going home. Janja we dey do gra gra. We are going home. Bye bye. Janja we are going home. Dike. In the morning, ruga. In the evening, waterways. Grazing route is a terrorist agenda. We are going home. Buhari, grazing route of the killers. We are going home. Janja we Biafra is going home. Ayalabago, Oduduwa is going home. Janja we dey do gra gra. We are going home. Bye. Janja we are going home. Dike. I remember the prophecy of Prophet Nnamdi Kanu. It shall come to pass when Somalia disaster shall be seen as a paradise compared to the calamity coming upon Nigeria. I pledge to Nigeria with all my nyash, na I go kill you. Shegeda Iska, Onyara Oloshi, Olori Buruku one
Nigeria. Praise Jajaman. I bet he's also watching today. I've got something to tell you about that, by the way. But let us all get started. Good evening to you once again as we all gathered tonight together at the Temple of Truth, where we always, live with more than we sometimes bargain for. So tomorrow, which is, if you are watching this video as a replay, you are going to see this part, right? Because that tomorrow is going to be today when you are watching the video. However, 18th of January, Tuesday, is the court appearance day for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man that Nigeria has spent a lot to present to the world as a man that is more dangerous than the Fulani terrorists that are kidnapping people for ransom, kidnapping women for marriage, as in, raping women. And at the same time, you have seen what they have done. They have the capacity of shooting down the fighter jets of the government of Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu, a man asking Nigeria to give the Biafrans a referendum to let them decide if they still want to be part of Nigeria or if they don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. A demand that shouldn't, for any reason, lead to any bloodbath or human rights abuses, but because the way Nigeria is structured, many of you today have come to realize why it is a genuine, demand for the Biafrans to say, we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. And the only way to know those who wants to still be part of Nigeria and those who don't want to be part of Nigeria, is to give them a way for referendum. But Nigeria chose the other path by criminalizing self-determination struggle in Nigeria. However, this same turning the self-determination struggle into a criminal thing in Nigeria, Nigeria has then made it kind of a joke when they finally came up with their own allegations against Nnamdi Kanu. Listen, in a normal society, if a government says you've committed a crime, they must have the evidence already, including the witnesses that are going to boost their case and get a conviction. In the case of Nigeria, the Attorney General of Nigeria, Abubakar Malamu, has made mockery of what legal justice, or let me say what justice should be in the legal term. It's make a mockery of that. It's make a joke of everything by accusing Nnamdi Kanu of insulting Buhari, and that as a treasonable offense. Also, that Nnamdi Kanu is demanding for Biafra, which according to him is against the Constitution of Nigeria, the same Constitution that Nigerians didn't put together. 1999 Constitution was never put together by Nigerians. They were put together as a military decree, right? It is an illegal constitution that Malamu is relying upon. Even upon that, you would expect them. Nigeria has their case. They have all their evidences. But since they decided to now go extra mile without using the law, they decided to break law every now and then on Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafrans. Like I said, a situation that doesn't or should never warrant any kind of violence against any kind, anyone in this case, right? So every time they go against Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafrans, they commit serious international crime against humanity in most of this time, including when they renditioned him extraordinarily from Kenya, an international crime that Malamu and gang, even outside government, they are never going to escape. So the point here is this. If the government says, we have been looking for him, we finally found him, what do you expect them to do? Present their own case, present their witnesses, don't run away from your courts. But that is not the case, because it's a joke if you actually pay attention to what they are charging Nnamdi Kanu for. Because every other, now they have amended it. They have amended Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's charges to include the increasing insecurity in eastern Nigeria. Most of this escalated insecurity after he was kidnapped, but he's been blamed for something he's never, ever have any influence of deciding. Something they can't prove in that same court. But hey, it's supposed to be their court. That should have been their own court, where they are more confident, but they are running away from it. Every now and then, they renew the charges only to get to court, or they will tell you, oh, we can't bring him to court because we don't have 50 million naira. In fact, from what we were told, they said it cost them 250 million naira to bring Nnamdi Kanu to court every time they bring him to court. So that is an avenue for them to always seek adjournment, unnecessary one, so that they can lock him up until their election. Another way of abusing his own fundamental human rights. So even you as a Nigerian, right? Common sense should tell you this, okay? If you agree that Nnamdi Kanu has committed any crime, in your own view, right? He's committed a crime. Now they have him. What do you think is the right thing to do? Lock him up indefinitely, like they always lock all of you up. When your local government chairman disagrees, when you disrespecting your local government chairman or your local politician, or once more money misroad in your community, when you disobey them or when you disrespect them, they can always call people to lock you up indefinitely until they change their mind. So that is illegal, but not in Nigeria, where it is a lawless country. Okay, so let's say you have laws, and to you, Nnamdi Kanu violated your law. Why are you running away from your court? Bring out your witnesses. The reason why he has his own legal team is that whatever you say you have on him, bring them out. Don't seek adjournment unnecessarily. But that is the case, and we all know why. The reason why they are holding Nnamdi Kanu is not because of he's committed any crime. No, he's not committed any crime. The only crime Nnamdi Kanu committed is that he asked for Biafra and he meant it. See, while I was growing up, we have seen so many people who have championed different, nationalist campaign and advocacy, including this of the Biafra. And we have seen them come and gone. Majority of them, after the fair this and that, Oduduwa Nation and all of that, they ended up in the politics. And we still see some of them today that they even forgot that they ever championed something that has to do with Biafra or has something to do with Oduduwa Republic. But they are there today. They are now known as Nigerian politicians. But it's only Nnamdi Kanu that came. And then we want Biafra. Biafra or nothing. And they were like, okay, let's see. Maybe it's just some people are just sponsoring him. Maybe when we ignore them, they will stop sponsoring him. Later, they said, oh, maybe the Igbos, because they wanted to be president in 2023. That is why they are supporting, they are funding Nnamdi Kanu. But Buhari's government knows that this issue is beyond politicians sponsoring Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB. In fact, to test that theory, he released Nnamdi Kanu in 2017. An opportunity I thought maybe Nnamdi Kanu will now be able to grab any freebie they can offer him. And like others, forget about Biafra. The guy met them. He was talking about security in Biafra land. How they have to come together, put resources together and protect the Biafra land. And like his message all the time. Nigeria is going to want to deal with us. Nigeria will one day want to come for us in a way that you've never seen before. And they will come by just one excuse. And when they met them, they're like, oh boy, this guy is not ready. See, come, we understand. Everything you are talking about, all the marginalization, all of those, you know what? We understand them. But let's calm down, okay? Buhari is not happy with that. Whatever you want, we'll give to you, okay? Just calm down, we'll still do that. He was like, no. If you are not going to do any of this, then there's no point in me meeting you. Few weeks after that, they sent Operation Python Dance after him to kill him, like they sent the DSS assassin to Oloye, Sunday Igbo. The moment he rejected the real thing that they felt like, oh, like say this guy is serious. So are you serious? Are you actually fighting for Biafra? Yes. Biafra or death. Really? Yes, give us the referendum. Let the Biafrans decide. There are Biafrans, there are Igbos who will tell you that, I don't believe in Biafra. They have the right to say they don't. But the only way to decide if the majority want to go or the majority want to stay is give them a referendum. I mean, that shouldn't be hard to do if Nigeria trusts that Igbos have so much investment in Nigeria that they would never, ever, ever want to break away from Nigeria. To shut Nnamdi Kanu up, it's not by giving him money. It's not by promising him this or that, heaven and earth and the rest of that. No, it's not by all that. Just give him a referendum. Then use your money to try and see if you can cut out the Igbos from voting for Biafra. That's how it should be. But they know that's a very, very expensive one. It is cheaper to ask him for his price. When he rejected it, they sent the Python dance after him. To so many of you who remember the famous Python dance.
Oh, you do IPOB. Oh, Mary, Abakare, Mama Daora, Unapuri, Mary, Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri, Mary, Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri, Mary, Nnamdi go onye do IPOB. O Mary wone nizu mbiro ya Abakare Mama Daora Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapoli Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, and Python that's a three. Unapoli Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, and Python that's a three. Unapoli Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, and Python that's a three. Unapoli Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, and Python that's a three. Unapoli Mary Nnamdi.
I love that part. Yeah, that was what gave birth to that. So I decided to share that video again because you see, the street credibility, the community credibility, the societal credibility that IPOB enjoyed were due to the sacrifice of Nnamdi Kanu that Nigeria spent, and then politicians in Nigeria spends a lot of money to discredit, right? So if Nigeria has a case against him, this is just for those of you who are the Buhari idiots and co. It is a common sense thing, right? If you have a case against him, you shouldn't keep adjourning your courts. You should just go for it in a way that he can either defend himself or not. However, we look forward to tomorrow, and we, continue to wish his legal team well. As long as we know that Nigeria is a lawless place, and to some of you who probably enjoys the the illegal action of Nigeria, I'm just going to try to remind you that everything has its own expiry date. And in fact, laugh, mock, or scorn Nnamdi Kanu, or even Oloye Sunday Igbo, when Nnamdi Kanu was talking and saying, this whole thing, when Buhari gets his second term, when Buhari and APC gains power, the Fulani terrorists are going to be armed. They are going to be sent to every part of Nigeria. They are going to increase the killings, kidnappings, the raping, the ransacking of villages and all of that. He said the government of Nigeria will do nothing. And eventually the land grab campaign will start. He said all of this just as if to say he was reading it on the wall pre-2015. Many people who laughed, they are not really laughing today. Now, when I decided to talk about this injustice that has become part and parcel of Nigeria, the injustice against the Igbos, I said, if all of us are paying attention very, very well, Yorubas, Hausas, Ijos, Shakiris, the TVs, and everybody from every nationality in Nigeria, that if we all leave sentiment apart, if we can all ignore the lies they tell us every now and then, if we can at least try to think for ourselves, if we pay attention for a minute and pay attention to the cries of the Biafrans and not laughing and mocking them as, well, there's nothing they can do. They are powerless because you think you are powerful in a powerless contraption called Nigeria. I said, instead of laughing and mocking them, instead of antagonizing and then ignoring them, you should pay attention to why they are not happy with Nigeria. That if you pay attention very well, if you pay attention, if I pay attention, if we all pay attention, either you are Igbo or not, right? You will realize that every part of Nigeria should be fighting for what the Igbos are fighting for. The marginalization they are talking about, yes, they are the most hit, but guess what? There's no part of Nigeria that is not marginalized. But the politicians who control these parts, yeah, they control them through the weaponization of poverty, brainwashing, and religion, and many other things they use. But if we all pay attention very well, we realize that whatever the Biafrans are fighting for, every reasonable person, every reasonable nationality in Nigeria, when I say reasonable, I'm talking about people who still have their senses intact. They should be fighting for the same thing. That is where the word break it up came up. Isn't it? I was telling people, I said, when you see these criminals go after these particular people, either because of their religion, whether because of their own nationality in that Nigeria, or whatever it is, yeah, do not excuse them for any reason. The government will lie to you. Their agent to try to deviate your mind. A lot of things will be thrown at you. All of this to distract you from the real thing, where instead of you fighting for the real thing, you will be fighting for nonsense. Thank you very much, Ben. Hang on. Yeah. Anyway, cut it short. Yeah. When I believe that when they finish with those you think you are not them. You are not them. When they go for the Shiites, some of you felt like the reason why they had to go after them was because they are going to become a new Boko Haram. That was what your government of Buhari told you. They killed over 1,400 of them in a space of 48 hours. And you know what happened? They got away with it. Right before our eyes, right? They went after the IPOB. All over the place, they were shooting and killing innocent men and women right before our eyes, including children, right? They got away with it. They said, what is wrong with them? Why are they all like asking for Biafra when all of us should be working for one Nigeria? Then they met the Shiites again in Abuja, where they killed them in the plain sight. The whole world at the center of Abuja, they still got away with that as well. But some of you felt like, well, they are too stubborn. Some of you said that. Then they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. Finally, they have captured him. Deal with him. Kill him. Hang him. Do this. Do that. That didn't change your life. That didn't even make them show the fact that, oh, you let us get away with all of these things. Oh, we have to make your lives better then. So that you won't have any reason to feel like what we are doing to all these people, we are going to do it to you too. They still didn't care. They made your life miserable, while they lock people up on trumped-up charges. Some others are not so lucky, killed by your government, and they got away with that. Then we started seeing the more victims who have now become powerless under Buhari and APC. In 6 years, more and more, thousands of communities in northern Nigeria, in eastern Nigeria, in western Nigeria have fallen into the hands of the Fulani terrorists, and many of them have actually witnessed, 1 or 2 attacks in the last 6 years alone, and nobody to defend them called Nigeria. Now, this is now spreading. Whether they lock Nnamdi Kanu up or they free Nnamdi Kanu, the insecurity in Nigeria is no longer about the killings. It's no longer about the Shiites. It's no longer about the revolution now. It's no longer about the NSAS protesters. It is now just democratized all over the country. I picked something up I want to share with you. I don't know if you have seen it already, but I'll rather share it again.
Gafi, 20 million Ibo láti very 20 million. Yeah, lẹ́dà yà ní bá sùn lọ́rùn. Yeah, wọ́n náà máa pa lọ́la tí wọ́n bá ti rí 20 million gbélé. Wọ́n náà máa pa lọ́la. Yeah.
Okay. In case if you don't understand Yoruba, that lady, that Thierry lady, was lamenting on the road, making a short video of after, when she finished taking calls. According to them, finished taking calls from the kidnappers of a family member. We don't know if it's a husband, a brother, or a father, or anyone related in a way, but she became so teary, kind of dejected, because if they don't pay 20 million in 24 hours, they are going to kill the person. I saw another one where they kidnapped 3 members of a family, and they're asking for 15 million each, 45 million. Right? Some people, I'm coming because all of these are not up. They didn't happen in Kaduna, Kano. They didn't happen in Zamfara, Maiduguri Road. They didn't happen anywhere in Kogi or wherever you. They happened right there on Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Here is another one, which I think I should let you see.
but mo wípé kí ní lé mi léré 120 ni mo ń gbé bọ̀ kí mo fẹ́ máa sáré sí òun yà mí lẹ̀ báyìí mo fẹ́ máa gbére tẹ̀lé kí mo sáré sí nígbà tí èké mọ́ lọ́wọ́ sẹ́ àyà ìwọ́dún lọ tán báyìí ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀rọ jáde sí ẹgbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìbọn máa pè wọ́n ọlọ́run á sọ wa. wọ́n yin táyà ń gbà ní nígbà tí mo tán padà tí mo sá.
Gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní súnmọ́ bìlà.
Now that is the situation. Many of you who probably followed Mayegun's diary political and the warning or report on the different attacks going on in Yoruba land. And especially when Oloye Sunday Igbo came out to say, yes, he's been hearing about all these kidnappings and all that. And in fact, he did his own findings, and he found out that, number one, Yoruba land has been surrounded. Some of you don't take that serious because to you, it is just been exaggerated. All right? So Oloye Sunday Igbo came out and he said, he raised the alarm. He didn't raise the alarm just like myself, who relies on my own researches, content from people who are the eyewitnesses, the victims and all that. Igbo went into the forest with other members of his own team. I have all the videos. And even if you search on YouTube right now, yeah, you can still see some of Igbo's escapades going after those killer herdsmen, especially in the Ibarakpa, Oke-Ogun area of Oyo states. I don't know if many of you have seen some of the videos. Yes, where Igbo dressed like a hunter. And many other people dressed as hunters, some dressed like a military, and some dressed as a vigilante and all of them, and they led them into the forest. I won't say more because we saw the escapade. That was a confirmation. And I'm saying this was way back in 2016, 2017, 2018. So in 2020, Oloye Sunday Igbo shared another, another visitation into the forest. That was when we got to 2021. And the people of Igangan cried out that it's completely out of hand now. That in fact, any little more time, we have to start paying taxes to these Fulanis. Igbo decided to go. That was the final one, because at that moment, Igbo was like, we don't want to see any Fulani on this land anymore. Number one, nobody gave you the land. You didn't buy the land from anyone. It was part of those, we settled here 40 years ago and nobody cared. So this is our land now. That kind of mentality. Now, Yorubas will be paying taxes in Yoruba land. Igbo raised the alarm. Tifnumbu and gang, they used their media to call Igbo a tout, they discredited him until they found a way to try to kill him to where he is today. But do you know what that did to us? It made people stop talking. It made people stop trying. And in fact, it resulted to people having to find a way to survive. So right before our eyes, we have nobody going after these criminals. And it can be your family member. It can be my family member. It can be any one of us at any point in time. And yes, it can be a bill of 20 million, 50 million. And let me tell you this. Oh boy, na person will get million that they kidnap. So you are either a clown, somebody who just like to make light of a serious issue, right? Let me tell you something. If they kidnap you and they call your family members for money and your family are unable to raise the money, when they say they will kill you, they are not talking about killing you and dumping your body. No. In Nigeria, for the past 10 years, the black market for organ harvesting, it has tripled in Nigeria. And so some of all these war-torn areas in Africa, Nigeria in particular. And from some of those findings that we have seen is that when they kidnap you and they ask for money, you better pay. Or just gamble it, because you are not a waste to them at all. You will be a waste to your family and your loved ones, right? But you are not to them. Before they kill one, I mean, people who witnessed it, they said, when people are unable to pay the ransoms to the terrorists, yeah, they won't kill you. You will be alive. They will tie you. And when you are still that alive, they will open your chest, take out your, what do you know they call them? I'll be waiting. They will take it out like that, fresh. They won't kill you. They won't shoot you. Your organ can be sold for millions. So to them, you are just like an animal, captured and can be traded for life or for parts. That's when you people will think, oh, they are ritualists. They are using kidney, God bless you. So they are using people for ritual. No, they are not using you for ritual. When they kidnap people and they kill them and they start cutting their body parts, it's called organ harvesting. There is a market for it. Oh, they are using this woman's breast. This one kidnapped his girlfriend for ritual. They say you will be bringing 33 girls every week. Every time you bring 33 girls, you see that black pot there, there will be a bag there for you. The Anjonu will bring the money, right? And he'll say, yes, sir. He'll go out and kidnap young girls. They will take them into what they describe as a shrine. You will think, oh, it's a shrine. It's a shrine for for money ritual. No. Say, okay, if you bring one girl, we'll give you 5 million. If you bring two girls, we'll give you, I'm just saying now, we'll give you $20,000. We'll give you $20,000. So if you bring 5 girls, we'll give you $20,000 times 5, $100,000. Now it will go out, drug girls, bring them over. They will cut their organs. It is for organ harvesting black markets, where you will get to say, oh, they'll say, check this one blood. They will check your blood. They'll say the blood type that you have is not the blood type they are looking for. They will say, oh yeah, send this one away, Jared. We don't need this one. It's a waste. Then you say, nah, God just saved me from the hand of a ritualist. I got there, 20 people, the people they kidnapped 20. Now only 2 of us. I was praying. I was calling the blood of Jesus. Benny, they have checked your blood. What kind of blood type do you have? They've checked your kidney. They've checked this and that. Somebody says $5,000. Well, I'm just trying to make it to when people talk about money rituals now. So the point I'm trying to make is that if the kidnappers take you, you are not a waste to them. If they ask your family for 5 million, if they don't pay, they will sell your organ. So it's now beyond whether you supported Buhari or you did not support them. APC, Egbekegbe, brought this upon you. And that was what Nnamdi Kanu was warning you, warning everybody. They say mouth too sharp. Nnamdi Kanu to talk. And this and that. Sorry, somebody said I should be careful with all these prices. You think those who are doing it don't know the prices? The point I'm making is this. The market for kidnappers that you saw as a kidnappers up north, they are already there with you. There are already wannabes. And it is the same blanket immunity that covers the Fulani terrorists, that covers the same kidnappers and the rest of them. And as I have been told, it is bigger than just kidnapping you and paying ransom. The people in the market, they know the price. And then that's also another way to tell you that there is no money ritual. My brother, my sister, there is nothing called money ritual. If there is money ritual where all you have to do is just put somebody in a room and the money will be dropping and flowing and the rest of that, yeah, your babalawo will be a billionaire before he decided to see who is going to help. You should have a billionaire ritualist. I just gave you a hint. Don't go and kill your brother for something. They will tell you to bring your brother. When you bring your brother, or bring your girlfriend, bring all of that, they will sell the organ of your girlfriend, carry black soap, give you, tell you to go and wash go and wash or bath in the market and the rest of that. I don't know how many of you that don't do that for. I'm saying it to you right now, okay? Do not get yourselves involved for any reason. And if you ever get kidnapped, please, I pray that you will be able to afford the ransom. So when you remember that, before now from Kano, Kaduna, Zamfara, Borno, Yobe, Taraba, Adamawa, Kebbi, and all these places are the places where they always kidnap people. And to you in southern Nigeria, relax, Jare, you know, if you reach here, you know, if you get, you see all these things, and not that if they try all this nonsense. This woman, this sister, is not talking from Zamfara.
Gabi, ẹlẹ́dàá ni máa sún lọ́rùn 20 million lọ ní ìlọ wá. Ibo láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ 20 million. Ẹlẹ́dàá ni máa sún lọ́rùn o. Wọ́n náà máa pa lọ́la tó àbá tí rí 20 million gbélé. Wọ́n náà máa pa lọ́la o.
That is not a woman from Zamfara. Madam, if you are watching, some people are already asking, how can they reach her? Well, you know, I don't know how to reach her, but if we have any reason of having any means of getting to her, to help her, many of you can be of help. But you see, my message here is not to mock her. I've told you, I said, I will continue to speak out. The reason why I'm speaking out and speaking out all the time is because I know that all of these old conspiracies and all of that, they all have consequences. So for two reasons. So that maybe number one, I can find enough people, enough reasonable people to stand up and stop these criminals. But it seems that that first one is not really working out yet. The second reason why I have to also speak out every now and then is this. If I should ever get kidnapped, if Nigeria enter that range, because they have democratized this insecurity, the same way they've democratized injustice, the same way they've democratized, these sufferings and all of that. It is the same way I know that I may be living far away from the old danger. It is just for now. If I should find my way in what Nigeria will become with this APC, with this one Nigeria contraption. So if I ever get kidnapped and they say, they shoot me because they said they know the bargain. There's no roadblock. When they come in their tens. They can come like 40, 50, all of them carrying guns, and they enter the motorway, expressway, start shooting everybody. If you are smart enough, your driver escape and you don't get a bullet wound, you will go and do Thanksgiving. But guess what? You will go and read the news as well, because you get to know how many people killed, how many people kidnapped. I'm a Yoruba man. I can no longer say it no concern me. Many of you can no longer say it no concern you. A family member of mine was kidnapped. 3.2 million naira was collected. He came back and he shared his story. That told me that if I get kidnapped, I will just be like this. See, I have not even been kidnapped. I don't forget what I want to say. I don't practice this for a while. I just said, Sonu Daiki. Yeah, they. You know, me is me, Mayegun General. I know say all of una with inside the forest, you get better internet than the people with the Lagos. Yeah. If you have the capacity to upload 1 hour video from the forest uninterrupted, I beg, search for Mayegun's diary political. I am one of those who probably felt a day like this will come, and I spoke my mind, though. Check me out. Maybe if they see me, they will just be like, oh, Aboki Rakadede, I say, make they go. But I bet when they say, hey, Aboki Rakadede, and if they find an interpreter that tells them about my position and how they have to be wiped out of the surface of Yoruba land, yeah? Then they will just be like, K, Yamutu, Kari, something like that. But the point I'm making is that I may be living far away from Nigeria. I may be living far away from Yoruba land. But I'm not far away when I can tell you that those who are in Yoruba land, yeah, I can see the danger that you are in. And when people turn around to say they have a magic, and that's another thing, the magic that Tifnumbu is bringing, that's the twist, isn't it? Wait, I want to check something because I want to make sure, say, I not to forget a few things I want to drop. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I'll come back to that. We'll continue. Tifnumbu said he's going to help Buhari to fight the bandits. Who? Again, something like that. Don't mind me. Cheeky. Tinubu is going to help Buhari fight insecurity. In fact, fight the bandits. He didn't really say how he's going to do it. But you know, he's already presenting himself as the next president of Nigeria. He's all Baldadash and what have you, right? But he's going to help. So, which means even Tifnumbu will have to campaign on insecurity. Hey, the same thing they did. The reason they came to power 7 years ago. So Tifnumbu knows there's still insecurity, that it's so bad that he will need to help Buhari. You see, people said it is hellfire. No, sorry. People are saying from frying pan to fire, then call them. Muniru and Ambali. I don't know many of you who have seen the Yoruba movie called Muniru ati Ambali. So when you see Buhari, when you see Tifnumbu, what do you see? You see this, right? Sometimes some people say this is what they see when they look at them, you know, clowns. However, the man that is going to possibly be your next president, if you meet the Buhari idiots, the Lagos Abobaku, go and bring your father. My father is dead. I can't bring a dead man. Except if so all of you are now addicted to dead people ruling you. You know, that's not my fault. My father can't come. These guys should be at old people's home, care home. But you know that movie, Muniru ati Ambali? Muniru ati Ambali. There's another one. There's another. Give me all those names in Yoruba. There's these movies. They will just put two people together. Aki and Popo. This one's going to be Aki and Popo. This one, this one a frying pan and fire. So this is frying pan and fire. Yeah? The frying pan cannot save you after 7 years. They told you that your land or your life. Now fire they come. Now from jumping from frying pan to fire, burn to Guguru is your choice. So me, I'm just trying to tell you that if you want to see somebody who, if you're asking somebody to help you, do you get what I mean now? When Buhari was there, it was Solo ati Gbadamoshi, Solo and Gbadamoshi. There are so many of those joint names. You can remember them. All of you will grow up in the 90s and early millennium 2000. You remember those? So this is your president, frying pan. Now, for those who are now championing from frying pan to fire, good luck to you.
Nigeria president now photo. Everybody go snap photo with that. Say our president snap photo with the Bishop of Abuja of Canterbury. Hey, snap photo with the Rogers. Hey, snap photo with this one. Now president now photo on a vote. Your president is now a picture. Photo. Not be juju be that. Not be when our fathers die for Jola and we they care for them, keep them for house, they pour libation. You lose na prayer and say, Moko Buhari boy, you lose Buhari prete. Oro rusada, do no ruler. Shitombo arebofu.
Shitombo arebofu. Sorry. I mean, come on, guys. Let's even just let's leave banters now. Come on. How many of you genuinely can have Buhari be the chairman or the managing director of your business? Not ceremonially like this. So I'm talking about to handle it, bring new ideas and all of that. Can you let Nnamdi be the director of your business? Yes, now why not? If I have Buhari as the same Buhari that took money from the central bank, and they said they want to fight food inflation. Food inflation. They now said they were going to give the money to farmers, right? 6 years after, election is coming. And the next thing, they are telling you they have rice. I mean, can you really, like genuinely, like you can say, hey, I remember Buhari, I want him to be this, but some of you will prefer them anyway, because some of you prefer them to be your president. But if Nnamdi, okay, maybe I can't convince you because of what it is. But one thing I also figured out is that, have you also checked it to the point that these guys took money to make agriculture kind of attractive so that they can crash the food price. Then poor people can be able to afford food. Even the rich people can be able to afford a good food made in Nigeria and the rest of them. But they kept them away. I don't understand anyway, but they now came out with a pyramid of rice. Okay? And they make the impression that it's a very successful program. They now put the pyramid rice, I've been a pyramid sawdust. All of you should calm down. We don't know what they pack in Dara bag. But I can tell you, let's say some of them be rice. Okay? I have the video propaganda of Onoche. That one look dirty. Which one would you like me to show you first? Because the question there is this. The food in Nigeria right now, yeah? You know what it is, right? The food in Nigeria right now has become more unaffordable for the people. En masse, something that is like, people don't earn much anymore. The Naira value has been depreciated so terribly, so terribly, okay? So this is affecting the spending power of the people. Now, your government invested in agriculture to make food cheap or cheaper. But you never feel it. Rather, a bag of rice in 2015 was about a 50 kg bag of rice was about 8,000 naira. No joke. Today, the same size of 50 kg bag of rice goes for 30,000 naira. And they are meant to be the Nigerian rice, made in Nigeria rice. But the rice not there anywhere. But it is APC, Egbe. The people who told you that they have defeated Boko Haram, the people who told you that they have revived your economy, blah, 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 black sheep, hunger day, una they smile, suffering and smiling. No wonder. These guys, I want you to listen to the wording. So, see, I'm going to play you a video. Now, Central Bank of Nigeria propaganda video about the pyramid rice. But the question you should ask yourself is this. Then can't display the rice for Abuja? Can't they show you video? All of you are now going to wait. When is the rice going to come? They will now call it APC rice, Buhari's rice. Election don't win by half. Man, a rigged system. That's what that looks like, yeah? I want you to pay attention to the wordings of this Central Bank of Nigeria's video, because it is so misleading. It is full of lies. So pay attention. Don't get distracted by all the videos, okay? Just pay attention to what this lady is saying. To the Nigeria, where is it? Okay, I think I have it here.
The story of the Central Bank of Nigeria's initiated Anchor Borrowers Program, that's the ABP, launched by President Muhammadu Buhari in November 2015, is one that continues to elicit pride and economic relief, given the impact it has made in the value chains of different crops spread across Nigeria. From an average yield of 1.8 million metric tons per hectare in the pre-Anchor Borrowers Program era, the initiative has increased the average yield per hectare for rice paddy and maize to about 4 to 5 metric tons per hectare. Chroniclers of our agricultural history notes the 95% reduction in the country's rice import bill from a monstrous $1.05 billion prior to November 2015 to the current figure of $18.50 million annually. What's more, the Anchor Borrowers Program has created an estimated 12.3 million direct and indirect jobs across the different value chains and food belts of the country. And I'll tell you more. In spite of the challenges posed by insecurity, flooding during the wet season, and the dreaded coronavirus pandemic in 2020 and 2021, the CBN, working with some state governments and key stakeholders in the rice value chain, inspired rice farmers to cultivate the land to bring forth harvest heaped as pyramids dotting the skylines on some cities in different parts of the country. Beginning from Mina in Niger State in December 2020 to Zauro in Kebbi State and then the Gombe State capital in March 2021 and then to Ado-Ekiti in May 2021, the views were the same. The goal of food self-sufficiency and job creation, particularly for Nigeria's teeming youth population, is achievable when all hands are on the plow. By persistently empowering small-scale farmers who are the major farmers bringing the yields, the CBN, led by Godwin Emefiele, has made it clear that it is willing to take the risk to ensure that Nigeria never experiences any food crisis. Indeed, the CBN believes that all these efforts will contribute to Nigeria's national aggregates and galvanize the country's drive to economic diversification. The mega pyramids standing tall in the Abuja skyline are pointers to the success stories of the Anchor Borrowers Program. Indeed, we can confidently say that the thrust of the Anchor Borrowers Program, which include conserving the country's foreign reserves, facilitating the resuscitation of domestic industries, reducing the prices of food.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
I know. Did you listen to all of that? Okay. What would they pick facts from fiction now? According to that, okay, let's do it this way. You have listened to the one where speak grammar. Blah, 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 25 million, 125 million metric ton, blah, blah. Those things with the blah, blah, blah. I don't do draft. So me and you, I go ask you, you go tell me. If I will ask you and you will confirm if not true or not. But let's see that of Loretta, the BMC First Lady. You know the meaning of BMC? Buhari Media Center. There are people paid to cook up lies, propaganda for you in APC. They are called BMC. But their own, they know they to speak grammar. Just praise Baba Buhari. Praise Baba Buhari for, we thank God Baba Buhari alone.
To come and see this. Everyone should come and see this. This is marvelous. This is wonderful. I have been hearing about it over the last few weeks. And then today, I'm so delighted to be here. Look at this. This is all rice. Look at this. Just look at this. Just look at this. Look at this, surrounded by rice. God bless the Nigerian farmers. God bless Baba Buhari. Say Baba. Say Baba Buhari. This is rice, made in Nigeria rice. It's not foreign. Oh. This one not be China. Oh. This one not be Thailand. Oh. This one are Niger. Original Niger rice with flavor, with good taste. This one. Say Baba. See rice. See rice. I have never seen something like this. This is brilliant. This is wonderful. I just love the ambience of this place. I love this place. Woo! This is, just look at. Just have a look at. Just have a look at. Just watch.
Watch more.
Just watch. And all of them have thank you Baba Buhari on them. Very appreciative Nigerian farmers. Most of them benefited from the Anchor Borrowers Program. And here are their products. They are here at the Abuja Trade and Convention Center. Everyone should come and see. Look at, we are still going. We are still going. See what we have here. See what we have here. See, this is rice. This is rice.
Yeah.
Rice. Ooh, rice. Rice, millions upon millions of them. Yes, see. Just look at. Did you hear that? This government is working. Look at it. Anchor Borrowers Program. Thank you to Central Bank. Thank you to our young men and women who have taken to agriculture. Just look at what we have here. This is all rice. Rice. Brilliant. I just love this. Behind me is rice. On my left is rice. In front of me is rice. Everywhere is rice. Rice. And here we come to the last pyramid. It's so lovely. It's so lovely here. Woo! Beautiful. Wow. Although there's no way I'm not coming back here. I'll be coming back here to see what is happening here again. Thank you, Buhari. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nigerians. Thank you.
Huh.
You see, I bet you can differentiate the two now, Abi. When you see the Bele lecturer talking about Buhari, right? It is always about, Baba Buhari, thank God, stay a fit today. Oh. If you see Nigerians, you should be happy. See millions of bag of rice. You see this, you know what I mean? See only Buhari, but the common sense will make you ask some questions, won't it? The first lady, the one that they wrote letter for, they wrote a book for, to tell you about what Buhari's program have done. Number one, did you see that video? You, as somebody who gets sense, I know I have a lot of people who have sense here, and I can't really say that everybody will they watch me one that will actually makes use of their own senses in a way. And then no offense and no apology. In case if you are somebody who will say your emotion, they get quick touch. So no apology. I'm just saying, I know that not be everybody where they watch me get sense. That are Buhari idiots here. Nobody will go tell me say vote for Buhari two times. Get sense. You can't tell me anybody running about like headless chicken right now, shouting APC, shouting Tinubu, shouting at Tifku. You won't tell me say then get sense. Leave us alone. My only you get sense. I'm not saying so. I'm just saying that not be everybody where they watch me. But you, if you tell me say I no get sense, you know what I mean? I will understand. Hang on, what's that? So the first one they paid money to speak grammar. She said, Anchor program, Anchor borrowers program, gave money to hang on now. See, she said their program has created 12.5 million jobs. But under Buhari, when they came to power in 2015, the unemployed Nigerians were put at 13 million or thereabouts. Today, it is now on record that more than 126 million Nigerians are now jobless. That's more than half of the country. Where is that 12.5 million? Lies. How long do you think it takes to move rice and form a fake pyramid to take pictures across Nigeria? I have been told that you remember during Goodluck Jonathan, I don't know if some of you remember this, when Goodluck Jonathan was building those rail line and he was running behind the schedule and they wanted to show that they were building the rail line, they are working, they had to use one coach to do about 3-4 commissioning for Jonathan before during the campaign in 2015. So you will see a coach. They will put a coach on the yet to be finished rail track, Chinese track. And then Jonathan, the driver will drive the coach. They will say Kaduna Abuja Expressway 99% complete. So once they finish the whole picture, everything, they will put the coach on a trailer. They will drive it straight across the country to another location where they are going to put the coach on there. I don't know many of you will remember that. Some of us remember that, by the way. So how long do you think it takes to move rice in trucks? People in different communities. This lady said they had the rice pyramid in Mina in 2017. They had the rice pyramid in Kebbi in 2018. They had rice pyramid in Gombe in 2020, Ado Ekiti in 2021, and in Abuja 2022. Can you see through the lies? All these states where they said they are growing these big farms of rice, they are growing rice on big farms. You can't go to any of them and say there is this massive rice milling company in any of those states. You will never see any of them with anything called silos or storage facility who store rice in bags and put them in the open. There is no shed, no nothing, no preservation or anything. I mean, does that not give away the fraud? Does that not give you the fraud? Give away the fraud? Another thing is that they have this rice, pyramid of rice in 2017, pyramid of rice in 2018, pyramid of rice 2019, pyramid of rice 2020, pyramid of rice 2021. 5 years in a row, you have been buying rice, a bag of rice from 25,000, 30,000, 35,000 naira, and here you are. Hey, Buhari rice is coming. Now, they are actually heartless if they think that make any sense. There is none of these states that can tell you that, oh, you want to see our rice farm? Oh, come on. Come and see the silos we built. I mean, you should have seen one to tell you where they are processing the rice, where they are growing the rice, the kind of parboiled rice they are making, and the rest of them. I mean, things you can say, I saw it. But all of them are just sleep, wake up, then carry camera, go where people they do their small farm after the Fulani terrorists have chased them out of their farms. Small farms where people they manage, they do. They carry camera, go there, record it, load sawdust, and then those who they can get the rice from for campaign rice. They printed the bag with, thank you, Baba Buhari, thank you, Baba Buhari. Is it not right? Then we saw when Boko Haram killed 110 farmers, they beheaded them in Borno, rice growing farmers. These are farmers who were growing rice. They said they didn't pay tax. Because they didn't pay tax, they were still acting as informants to Nigeria. They killed 110. Now somebody carry camera, CBN camera. Oh yeah, do pretend. Oh yeah. Kajiko na rice, makarata or sugar or anything. I don't know. Just, do like that. Good. Do you get the shot? Yeah, I got the shot, sir. Great. Now let's go back before these Boko Haram people come. They run back. They went to Abuja. You are not asking them, where is the silos, right? Why is the price of rice not crashing? Why? You are not asking. And you are jumping up and down. Buhari will surprise all of you. This is the change we voted for. You put millions of bag of rice, you put them in the open. There is no sign that they are actually like, come on, man. They don't try you. And then, that's the fraud. But you saw when Loretta Onoche, she's doing her own. She knows who she's talking to. Millions of Bokwari and APC, Egbekegbe, Buhari idiots. They are jumping up. When Baba Buhari rice enter market, rice is going to crash. That's the man we voted for, forgetting the fact that Nigeria raised billions of naira to help farmers so that Nigeria farmers can produce a mass for the consumption of you, all of you. Now, from your homes, you are supposed to know that your government subsidizes farmers to produce more food so that the price of food can crash and it can be cheaper, not by displaying it, so that they can give them to you free of charge. No be Nigeria money, and out, free food, free that. And then that's the policy of APC. So it's your choice. Now get the place. But remember this, I am only trying to call you to tell you, come. Mayegun is calling you. Don't you want to be saved? Do you want to perish? Do you want to continue to do the same thing again and again and expecting a different result? Do you want to keep, promoting the same people who continue to offer you the same thing that kept you in the same place, even worse off every now and then? And when Mayegun says you don't the mental, you get mental problem, you get angry. Now, only mad people, they try the same thing again and again, and they will expect a different result. I say, come. Mayegun is calling to help you. You see this so mumu you are sharing, and the rest of your mumu maduza you are sharing, there is God.
Help us, help us. There is God. There is God, God. God should descend, today God will descend here. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. This thing will end today. My sisters, if your child lost, will you stay and keep quiet? Will you people stay and keep quiet? The president now is calling you, come, I want to help you. You don't want to appear. Will you agree? No. Now the first lady is calling you, come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh.
the brains that you are sharing, all of you, when you celebrate the injustice of one, you are just next, you are just a moment away from experiencing your own injustice. And that is why when you have the opportunity, speak up, speak out, stand up, stand firm, show it, be proud of it. Even if you have to be the only person standing. Trust me, you probably won't be the only person standing for long. That's why we said, if Nigeria says that Nnamdi Kanu committed any crime, we would expect Nigeria to trust their own laws. If to say, and then they'll be able to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu and not be finding excuses to run away from their own courts and continue to deny Nnamdi Kanu his own fundamental human rights. Biafrans, as resolute, as strong-willed as you are, as determined as you are, there's one thing that works for you. It is your unity in number. That is your strength. And that is what Nigeria fears most. How you sustain that is their nightmare. And I encourage you, it is not a lost battle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won't be, this won't be the first time that Buhari and government felt good about themselves, denying a man who committed no crime his rights, and feeling good that they were doing the right thing. It won't be the first time. But there is something that continued to shock Buhari. When they tried to break him, he ended up breaking them. That is the Nnamdi Kanu. A bone tied to the neck of the rabid dog called Buhari. And those who secretly, dread him. Is the bone, hate him, like him. It gives some people who think they have the world on their, in their own hands, right? They have the entire world on their hands, right? It gives them sleepless nights. It is the nightmare that they have been trying to break. But surprisingly, he has been breaking them, making them to commit blunders, making them to commit illegalities, making them to know that a day is coming that they will be held responsible for all their action. Nothing lasts longer other than the strength of the Biafrans. Keep it together, maintain your differences, and in fact, it will be completely unimaginable, or let me say, in fact, let down, so to say, if the Biafrans always disagree, and completely disagree with yourself when you disagree, but do not fight yourself to death. It is only foolish brothers that fight to death, because if they're not, they will know when two brothers fight to death, it is only a stranger that inherits their own their properties. Same thing led to a man that you probably think will likely give you a different vibe compared to what you have under Buhari. I am talking about Tinubu. I don't hate him, I don't like him. And at the same time, I don't have control over your feeling. I am at the liberty of telling you of what you know very well. And maybe I should say I have the liberty of reminding you that your decisions, political or otherwise, decisions have consequences. I grew up knowing that as a teenager. Decisions have consequences. And as they say, recently, yes, elections have consequences. People who decided on Buhari in 2015, they fought their family members, friends. They parted ways with people they once called friends because of this Buhari and Jonathan. While Jonathan and Buhari continue to live a cozy and comfortable life, some of you are yet to even get back to your old friends. Now, that journey is about to start because, despite all of that, if you are currently not jobless, poor, outside the country, after voting for Buhari, you are just one of those who have completely accepted those we call the ombud slaves, obedient fools, and the sophisticated morons. There are meaning and definitions for them. That's not the point I'm trying to make. So the point here is that those who didn't vote for Buhari and those who voted for Buhari and fought their friends, they are living in the Nigeria Buhari created. When Buhari goes to London for his rechargeable battery, they will have to join those who will be praying that make Kotamati Yomilori Buhari. I know people who pray every day that make enemy know kind of a laugh at them because of Buhari. They are ashamed. They are ashamed of their decision. Majority of them are doubling down. So I wouldn't think many of you will likely want to experience same again with Tifnumbu. People said Tifnumbu is, Buhari is the frying pan. Tifnumbu is the fire. They say choose your own poison carefully. Me, I know they choose any because I know they choose poison. Some of you don't choose yours already. Now I go choose how I go die. But for Yoruba nation, yeah, they say the what do you call it? Tekuba Dale Ayombo Luro. Wait till they use describe that in English again. So when the tears starry at night and then joy comes in the morning. I don't know if I got that right, by the way. But you see this frying pan and fire. Now your choice. Pick your poison. Don't blame anybody for it after. Remember this. I actually remember. How many of you remember? In 2015, when so many of our brothers and sisters told us that the Igbos are not smart. I decided to say this because you are about to go that route again. They will play you tribal card. They will play you religious card. They will play you ethnic card. Oh dear. They will play you everything they can play you until they finally get you completely, on the line. Yeah. You remember how many of you, maybe some of you are even watching me now, who bragged then that the Igbos are not smart, that they were opposing Buhari. The Igbos, they are putting all of their eggs in one basket. The Igbos will suffer for rejecting Buhari. How many of you? I'm talking to you, Sheung and Adebayo, because I know some of you, my Yoruba brothers and sisters. I'm not trying to make you probably feel guilty, or maybe I want you to feel guilty. So feel guilty. There's nothing wrong in you feeling guilty. How many of you were saying that the Igbos will suffer under Buhari? Apart from Buhari committing genocide against the Igbos, no be all of them they suffer now. When they say no electricity, no be all of them they suffer. Banditry, now they suffer. Crashed and destroyed the economy, now they suffer. When they say joblessness, unemployment, now they suffer. Corruption that has led to total, depreciation and the rest in that country, now who they suffer. I've been at the Igbos, they suffer under Buhari. Anyway, I just thought I should remind you. Some of you are going to say that again. You see these Igbos that are not supporting Tinubu, you will see that they will suffer. Oh boy, they suffer. They tell others that they will suffer. Those who have chosen not to be part and parcel of that nonsense. When you are not expecting much, you are never going to be disappointed. You know that, Abi? How many of you said people will suffer under Buhari because they didn't vote for your Buhari? How many of you they suffer now? How many of you they die now? So some of you are just using the criminal action of Buhari and the Nigerian army in eastern Nigeria, killing innocent people there, right? Some of you are using that to just balance the equation because some of you didn't believe that when Buhari comes to power, you are still going to end up in terrorist camp. You are still going to be kidnapped. You are still going to be attacked and killed. Your children are still going to be kidnapped from their schools. Many of you didn't believe that will happen again. Now that is still happening under Buhari and even worse, the only compensation you can have is arrest him. Nnamdi Kanu, president of Biafra. What can he do now? Arrest him just to make yourself feel good. How good do they feel now? When some of you, they run enter bush. When some of you, they run enter canal. When some of you, they run enter climb trees until your killers are gone. You're about to make that same mistake. Don't join them. Oh, see. Excuse me, ma. Yeah. Yes, ma. You. Don't join them. Oh. When they start playing that tribal card, ethnic card on Tifnumbu and gang, you don't see them frying pan to fire. If you join them, you are going to contribute to the Buhari Pro Max. In 2 years' time, you're going to tell us, say, I regretted voting for Tifnumbu. Taba shekwe for one time here. Excuse me, ma. Taba beki for yin. Kema shamini o. I'm not saying you shouldn't do. I'm just telling you that when you do that, there will be consequences, and that consequence is not from other person, but you're going to get yourself a Buhari Pro Max. When that now happen, and you're going to tell us, say, man, I regretted for voting for Buhari again in 2019. You say, but you know that normal, you know, suppose better for you. If we say that time, you have to say, yes, I agree, Mayegu. I'm telling you right now, don't let anybody drag you into it. It is a lose-lose situation. But Tifnumbu want to enjoy the same 8 years that Buhari is enjoying. Now, if you join them, just know that there will be consequences. The people we told in 2015 who didn't agree, they now know better. But if Buhari is running again in 2023, they will still vote. Abibeko, I keep telling you, whatever happens, remember this. Mine is to call your attention to the danger. Yours is to possibly act on it. And if you don't, one day, I may have to use your story to tell others that this thing where they talk is true, is real. You know, when you get caught or anything and you find out later, I will use your story like this.
Gafi, ẹlẹ́dàá mi máa sún lọ́rùn 20 million lọ ní lọ wá. Ibo láti very 20 million. Ẹlẹ́dàá mi máa sún lọ́rùn o. Wọ́n náà máa pa lọ́la tí wọ́n bá ti rí 20 million gbélé. Wọ́n náà máa pa lọ́la o.
So they are going to kill him, and then I can use your story like that and say, oh, here is another one. Oh. Mayegun, come back to Nigeria. I should come back to what? So that they should kidnap me. So that then you can believe that they are already there in your Yoruba land. Come back here. Let us fight them together. Really? With when you're already jumping up for your swagger. When you're already jumping up looking for who is going to give you your next food. So you can do a big boy on Facebook and say, swagger, yalla ya anybody. When they kidnap you, if you are lucky and you make a video, okay, I will use your video as an example for people like you. That's the best I can do for you. You get what I mean now? I don't have to come there and let them take me. And you say, hey, they don't take that Mayegun. Thank God. Tifnubu enemy is gone. So I won't. I will use you as an example of what is going on to teach others to know that if you don't believe me, one day, Ori ya mi o, Ori daddy mi, Ori mommy mi and everything, you will call all of the Oris, all the heads of people that should come back from heaven and fight for you. If you know if you get anybody to call, now 20 million. Thank you guys for your time tonight, okay? I hope you all listen to that. And then for those who are just joining, tomorrow, there's going to be some outings in London, okay? I've been told. I know that one for sure. In London tomorrow for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance. There's major mobilization for Abuja. I've been told that Abuja, the road to Abuja now, bandit or no bandits, when the Biafrans are traveling, even bandits, they will have to take a break and sit at home. I've been told that. So we are looking forward to that. We wish all of you safe journey to Abuja. Every one of you is going to come out tomorrow to show that solidarity. There is no terrorist in the whole world that will have people coming out to say, bring him to court, we want to defend. No, even Al-Qaeda and the rest of them. You will never see people coming out to say, now our leader, now our member. IPOB is not a terrorist organization. The terrorist organization, the terrorist people in government is the people in government of Nigeria. Bring them to court. The Biafrans will be there. And no matter what it is, they will show that solidarity. Wish you a safe journey, a safe trip, and safe trip back to where you come from. Please maintain your coordination as usual and give us a show of that solidarity in London, in Abuja, and everywhere else where people are actually going to say, Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal. Release him, free him, and then give us a referendum. We are not asking for war. The Biafrans are not asking for war. The Yorubas are not asking for war. And if Nigeria think violence and all this kind of manipulation is what will cut it for them, let's see how far this is going to keep their one Nigeria. To every one of you tonight and my super chatters and everyone, thank you very much for your time. And then to my friends on Facebook, to you for tonight, you also say thank you to all of you as well. So thank you to everyone, and then I'm going to see you some other time. If you still have that time, like that video, share it, subscribe, set your notification on. Do all you can, and then make sure you don't miss my next show. I'll see you then. Until then, stay safe and good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ àní ẹ̀sùn àjò Máyégún ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o àní ẹ̀sùn àjò Máyégún ti dé. Gómìnà kówó jẹ àní ẹ̀sùn àjò Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí fa àní ẹ̀sùn àjò Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Ayé ẹ̀sùn àjò. Máyégún ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Ayé ẹ̀sùn àjò. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ayé ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣeré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o. Ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ̀ bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni.